Hi and welcome back to Leslie Crafts, and welcome back to my series of my kit I am using. I am really smashing through it now. I'm trying really hard to use the scraps to make full little projects. So I thought I'll show you how I've made my little shakers. So these will look good on some cards, and I'll just send them out in Happy Mail. I will be packaging these up as well, so I will show you what they look like once I've done. So I've made a few. I'm going to show you how I do these. I'll make a couple on camera, but then I will do the rest off. But because I'm making a few, I've grabbed myself a piece of acetate, and I have lost all my bits of card. There you go. I have beforehand, I've taped up on the back all the sticky tape. So, and this is a great way if you are doing lots in one go. Circles will work fine. Obviously the Polaroids, thing. So, and all you do is you line them up to the bottom of the acetate, and there you go, and just stick them down. So you can get 3 per line, and I just think it's a good way of doing it in bulk, because like I say, there's no point doing 1 or 2 embellishments. I'd rather do a whole lot, and then I can keep some to send off in Happy Mail and things like that as extras. So there's another one, and you can get 12, I think, on one piece of A4 acetate. Don't have to leave a lot of room either side. So, and it goes really quickly once you get going. Do a bit of an assembly line, and that works out even better. It's a stop starting. So this card here is from Stampin' Up, and I'm trying to use up as much as I've got in card wise. I've started to rearrange my craft room again, and I've got all my card in one, all my card and all my paper behind me, so it's easy for me to see what I've got, and I can use it to the best of my ability. Then what I do is just turn it over, and then just burnish it all down. So like I say, you've got 12 on a sheet of paper. Here's some I done earlier. So as you can tell, you can do 12 on a sheet, and if you don't use them all at once, you can keep them on your sheets. So, which is another good idea. So I'm going to cut these up. So I've already started cutting these up. So, and literally it is so easy, and it's less waste, I think. And instead of trying to figure out, what size to cut them up, you're literally only wasting a small amount of acetate. And every now and again I go to Cheddar Car Boot sale in Somerset, and there used to be a guy who used to sell loads of these packs of acetate off from offices, because back in the day when you had overhead projectors, obviously you had to write on your acetate. you know, we had them in school, that's how old I am. And obviously with offices, and I used to have them where I used to work in catering. So yeah, but obviously now it's all whiteboards, iPads, things like that. So when I just get these boxes, office boxes, for like £1, go. And I got some from where my ex works as well, so just, you know, which was quite handy. So like I say, so all these are now covered in acetate. And we can go on to the next step. So I'll do 3 on camera, and then it stops you being bored. Right, I've got these foam tape, and these are from Stampin' Up, and I think these are really good. And one strip does 1 photo frame. So you just literally turn it around the corner. Just like so, and it meets up, so which means you don't have to worry about you know, anything getting out of that. And you get 2 sheets of these in a packet. I think but just over £3 or just under £3. Can't remember off. I think. And if you do get a little overhang, just cut it off. But literally, you know, there you go. Like I say, these are so easy and so quick to make. I always start in my corner, top corner. I don't know why, I just do. So just make sure that they both meet at the end. So, you know, there's no chance of anything coming up. So there you go. So that's your frames done with foam tape. Now you grab your sequins, and now I got these from my friend Ali, and these are great. I can't remember how much the box was, but it wasn't much. So, and I just put a mixture of orange, green, purple and white in, because that's the main colours in the paper pad. And yeah, so and pink I put in as well.
You broke my laptop.
So the kids are still off school. So we've got the last week and a bit off, and then it's back to school. And yeah, so I've got one in year 6 going into, then I've got one in year 8, and the other one's in year 13. So I'll have 2 leaving their schools this year. One going off to university and one going up to secondary. So I'm not going to have any babies anymore, really. I'm going to be, you know, kids with attitudes. So, sorry if I'm really quiet. It's concentration's kicked in. been up since 4 this morning, well 3 o'clock this morning for work, so everything takes a little bit longer now during the day. You put in quite a bit because you know, you don't have any thing down the bottom. So if I put in like a purple, I don't necessarily put in pink. So there you go. So that's those 3 filled up with sequins. Now then, I was going to put on cards, but I've got loads of scraps still to use up. So I thought, what better way, excuse me, what better way of using everything up is to back them with this. So literally I'm just going to go through what I've got. I've got a purple one, yes. The purple background. Not big enough. Not big enough. Not big enough. No, the purple I want, I haven't got big enough scrap in it, which is fine. So I've got these 3 here. So I can use either that side and that one. I can even use the back of that one, or the back of that one. Maybe not that one because obviously it's a rotation. So I'm going to do this side here. And again, because it's all the colours, I've tried to match in with what I have. Doesn't really matter which colour goes on which is really good. So, and all I do is I peel off the back end, and instead of trying to flip that onto there, I just get this and I line up the top edge and one of the edges, and then I just push down just like so, and then I literally just cut around it. So, and if there's any little excess, I just take it off. So that's what you're left with. And we'll just quickly do these. The only thing I do is I try not to put like orange onto orange or purple onto purple, because I just find it just gets a little bit lost. So I'm just going to put this one on here. And again, I'm just going to cut it down to size. There we go. And then this last one I'm going to put it on this way, I think. So maybe I'll get some of the face having a look on it. If I don't, it's fine. Just gives a bit more of an interest. Yeah, I've got a face, so that's great. So there you go. I've got her face in there. So there you go. So at this stage you can either leave them blank or you can decorate them up. So in here I've got all my embellishments made up. So all those butterflies, flowers, my leaves are in here. I've got some cups. I have excuse me, I have some really tiny envelopes. I have big butterflies, small butterflies, flowers. Also I've got little masks as well. Yeah, I've got all sorts in here. You know, so yeah. And then in here I just sat down and I punched out loads of little, stamped and punched out loads of little words. So I'll use them as well. So, you know, So just grab these. So it's my daughter complaining. So I always put down the word first, because obviously it's got a bit of a blank space on it, and then I put down the bigger embellishment to the side, and then I can put the mask on this one, just like that. So there we go. So that's one embellishment done. So, and we'll do the others. So kids were away last week on holiday with their dad, and I had a nice quiet week. Even though I was working, I did have some days off. So I had a nice long weekend, and then back into work bank holiday weekend. Well, bank holiday Monday in the UK. And I think I'm going to do a flower on this one. So you don't have to do lots of big embellishments on these, you can do little ones. So I'm just going to do some tiny bit of glue on the back of there, and then do it like that. So that's another one all done. And obviously you just have to wait for the glue to dry, but at the moment in my conservatory it's really warm, so it doesn't take long at all. And with this last one I'm literally just going to do the butterfly. I'm not going to do anything behind it this time. So that is that. So I will do the rest of them and then package them up, and then I will show you in another video how I've packaged these up. So like I say, these are really easy to do, and obviously you can do other themes. Oops. So these are just to go with my kit really. And on the back, you know, you've got a nice pattern as well. So, you know, not like you're going to see the back, but you'll be pinning it, sticking it down and stuff. But yeah, so that is my latest project with my kit. And like I say, these did not take me a major long at all to do these all in one go. So I would say about half an hour. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and I hope you're enjoying the series, and we'll see you very, very soon with some more inspiration and ideas. Okay, bye now.